Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Mahibullah Wazir. We discuss the mediastinal surface of the lung. Now you note the mediastinal surface or medial surface of the lung, it is in contact with all the mediastinal viscera, and secondly it contains the hilum through which the root structures enter into the lungs or leave the lung. Okay, now before going to discuss, now look, this is the mediastinum, and you can see it contains the heart with its pericardium, 2/3 of which lies toward the left and 1/3 lies toward the right. Then you can see over here, this is the inferior vena cava which opens into the right atrium, and then from the heart originates, you see over here, it is the ascending aorta. It is the ascending aorta, and then it is the arch of aorta, look, intended towards the left side, and then this arch then folds upon itself to form the descending thoracic aorta. So ascending arch and descending aorta, and then you can see this is the superior vena cava, and over here you can see the brachiocephalic veins, and also you would be able to see the subclavian arteries. You look over here, right and left brachiocephalic veins and right and left subclavian arteries, okay, related to the lungs. Then when you remove the heart, you would be able to see, make it close, you can see this trachea with its bronchi, and you can see the esophagus. Now at the lower part, the esophagus turns toward the left and ascend upward, so in this way it comes into contact with the mediastinal surface of the left lung in this area, and to the left of it you can see this descending thoracic aorta. And over here on the right side is present the azygos vein, which is not being present over here, but over here is the azygos vein which turns around the hilum. Okay, keeping in view these structures, then the impressions on the medial surface of the right and left lung are different from one another because of the structures related to it. Now first you look the heart, which is related to the medial surface of the left lung. Look, this is the medial surface of the left lung, and you can see this big impression, it is for the heart and pericardium. This is called as cardiac impression. And then over here along the anterior border you can see this big notch, which is called as cardiac notch or cardiac incisor, and this is also because of the heart being more present towards the left side. And then this inferior this part of the lung, this is also called as lingula or also called as lingular lobe. And then you see that originating from the heart is this ascending aorta and arch of aorta. And this ascending aorta and arch of aorta, look, it produces a very typical groove above the hilum. This is the ascending, this is the arch, and then this is the descending thoracic aorta. This produces an impression on the medial surface of the left lung. You see it over here. Please make it close. Look, this is the cardiac impression, and then this is the cardiac notch, and this you can see, is it clear in view? And this you can see, this is the arch of aorta, and then this is the descending thoracic aorta. And you know, over here from the arch of aorta originate the left subclavian artery as well, which passes over the apex of the lung. So you can see over here, so this impression is the ascending arch and descending, and ascending from it you can see this is the groove by the left subclavian artery, which is produced over here, and below that is a groove for the left brachiocephalic vein, which passes over the apex of the lung. Okay, so you can see over here this groove for the left subclavian artery, and this groove for the left brachiocephalic vein, and this for the ascending arch or descending thoracic aorta, and then you can see the hilum of the left lung. Lower down, I told you in this that the esophagus in the upper part is toward the right side of the middle plane, and in the lower part it becomes toward the left, and anteriorly it comes like this and comes into contact with the medial surface of the left lung. So over here this is the descending thoracic aorta, and over here there will be the impression for the esophagus in this area. Okay, so these are the impressions on the mediastinal surface of the left lung being produced by the mediastinal structures. And now the right lung, look over here. So when discussed with the right lung, and you know that look, 1/3 of the heart lies toward the right side. That's why the cardiac impression on the right lung is very small. This is cardiac impression. And just below that over here, you can see this is the groove for the inferior vena cava, this one. Look, this inferior vena cava passes over here to pass into the right atrium. So this is the cardiac impression, and this is the groove for the inferior vena cava. And then you can see, look, this is the superior vena cava. This is the superior vena cava. And so over here, look, this is the groove. Look, this is the groove for the superior vena cava. And the azygos vein comes like this and then turns around. Look, this is the groove for the azygos vein. And then turns around the upper part of the hilum to enter into this superior vena cava. This is the groove for the superior vena cava. This azygos vein comes like this, produces a groove above the hilum and opens to this superior vena cava. And then you can see this is the groove for the brachiocephalic vein, and this is the groove for the right subclavian artery. So on the right side, cardiac impression, inferior vena cava, and this is superior vena cava impression. And then this is the left brachiocephalic vein, and over here this is for the subclavian, right brachiocephalic vein. This is the right subclavian artery. This is for the azygos vein. Okay, and this is the anterior border. This is the downward posterior border. Over here, the trachea with the vagus nerve may come into contact, but may not produce impression.